Hey, Jitoya.
Hi.
I'm gonna invite you as a guest. You have to, I think, give me a minute, yeah. I'm gonna invite you as a co-host, so you have to leave and I'll bring you back, yeah?
Okay.
All right. Jitoya, if you're watching, you have to go live, I guess. Go live in your, you have to go live in your TikTok. Are you still there, Jitoya? Are you watching? You have to go live in your TikTok, and then I'll invite you while you're live on your TikTok. Thank you, bro. I'll try to grow my hair again, but I don't think I'm gonna need to grow my hair anytime soon. Yes, there you go. That's
Yeah.
what I wanted. You can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
That's great. I can hear you loud and clear as well. How you been, broski? I've been fine. So today, my people, first of all, don't forget to like this live session. You see, if you like, the more likes we get, the more the video gets recommended with other people. Okay, no likes, no views. You know the deal. So today I have a special guest, my new friend. Her name is Jitoya. She's gonna give an elaborate introduction of herself. So today's topic, it's about linguistic similarities between um, Somali and Rendille. Okay, Somali and Rendille. What are the relations? And my sister Jitoya, she's not a historian. I'm guessing she's not well versed in, major history. However, this is just more like an introduction between Somali to Somali. What are the similarities? More like a linguistic analysis. So I have all of my questions written. I'm gonna get my laptop in a bit, but first I'm gonna let my sister Jitoya introduce herself. And yeah, guys, don't forget to like and share the live. This is a really good video. Rendille, our brothers, some people say they are our lost cousins, but she would explain more. Hello, Jitoya. Welcome to the live session.
Thank you. So
So
my
tell
name
us
is
more about
Jitoya
yourself.
Bulo.
Yeah, thank you.
What?
Uh,
Okay.
I'm just gonna
Uh,
add the laptop. Keep talking.
okay. So my real names are Jitoya Bulo, and I am from Kenya, a tribe called Rendile. My hometown is in Marsabit. That's where I was born and raised. Yeah. So Marsabit, a place called Kargi. For those who know Marsabit County, it's county number 10 in Kenya. Yeah. What else? I am a student currently in a university. Graduating soon. Uh, I'm in fourth year. I'm graduating soon. Yeah. Okay. This live is about how Rendile is related with Somali. So I'm going to like say things that I get to be asked by my friend Somali Kona. Yeah, I think that's it. And maybe we can relate um Somali and Rendile languages. We can see what what things are similar. So we're waiting for
I'm sorry, I
Iko
left
now.
my
Yeah,
laptop in my
very.
mobile.
Okay.
Uh, so
Yeah.
I'm
Apart
really
from
clumsy.
schooling, they,
All right. So people, please don't forget to like and share. Okay, this is a really important topic. I've been trying to get hold of this sister for a long time, but finally I got hold of her. It's going to be a really interesting conversation. Waiting for my laptop to come on. So Jitoya, um,
yes.
just to get straight to the conversation, tell us about from your oral history, right? Tell us about how, like, there is this mythology or story that Somalis and Rendille were once upon a time one and they split. I haven't actually looked much into the whole story. It's something that I'm researching about. But what do you know? Like, what did your family ever tell you about Rendille origin? Can you tell us about the Rendille origin and where they came from?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. So first of all, Rendille people. Rendille means in our tribe we relate Rendille as the holders of the stick of God. The
Okay,
holders of the stick of God. So
okay,
in our language, if someone wants to mean the word Rendille, they say Dodi ye usiwa hucho. That is holders of the stick of God. Dodi usiwa hucho. It means that.
okay. Interesting.
And like yeah, and like so I was told by my parents that Rendille they originated from they are first of all the Eastern Kushites who migrated from those sides of Suez Canal, Israel, and Ethiopia, and then they started moving south together with the Somali people until it
Okay,
came to a time they started having conflicts on land, overgrazing, and livestock.
okay,
So they now decided that they are separating, and they are also they have they are from the Jewish descent,
Jewish.
and yeah,
So did you say they came from did you say they came from Israel or they came from Ethiopia?
they migrated from Suez Canal and Ethiopia.
Okay. All right. Okay, now I'm
Yeah,
with you. So you have Jewish descent, you said.
yeah, and most of the Rendille people,
Hmm.
their religious practices are like those people of the Judaism people. That's why you find that most Rendilles, their majority of them are Christians.
Okay.
And yeah. So the Rendille, it came to a point where you hear of Rertid. You
Red
hear of
people.
people calling Rendille people Rertid.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rertid in our tribe it means like refusing to get to something or accepting something.
So got it.
Yeah, so we believed that you know why the Rendiles rejected Islam.
Yeah.
It's because they believed that their prayers should be made with their faces facing the heavens and not the ground. And you people who are Islam,
Yeah.
you pray facing the ground. But the Rendile people, they used to believe that prayers should be made with their face to the heavens.
Okay, so
That's why we call
are you telling me back in the
that's why
day,
we call our
the
god Wah.
Rendile people were the Rendile people monotheistic? Like, did they worship one god before they became Christians?
Yeah, they worshipped one god
Okay. And then
called
so
Wah, called Wah.
Wow. So basically, they before Christianity, when they worshipped Wa, that means they didn't used to worship one idol. They didn't used to worship stones. They worship God of the heavens, correct?
they used to worship the moon.
Okay.
They believed in the moon.
In the moon.
Yeah,
Okay, that's new information. So that's what you've been told.
yeah,
Okay, cool. So when you came, okay, you told me what caused the separation between Somalis and Rendille. For those who just came, please don't forget to like this live session and share, so we get a lot of views and many people watch this. And this live session is gonna end up in our YouTube channel, inshallah. Um, so, so right now you have Christian rendilles, you have Muslim rendilles, and you have rendilles who still believe in the old religion.
yeah,
All right. So so is the word waq still used? For example, you're a Christian, am I correct?
yeah.
So do you still use, like, what do you call God as a Christian in your language?
We call our God Wah up to now. We still
Even
call our God Wah.
even if you're a Christian, you call your God waq.
Yeah, yeah.
What about the Muslim rendilles?
I think the Muslim Rendiles, they call their God Wah, but when it comes to the religion part of it,
Mm,
like praying and I
yeah.
think that's the part where they call their God Allah.
Okay, so in prayers, yeah, you're right. Because when I'm praying Salah, I don't call God Ebe or Wa. I call God, Allah in my prayers and in the Quran. That's correct. So would you say there's a relation between? Have you heard of the Jewish Ethiopians? I think they're called they have a specific name, I forgot. So, because a lot of people, when they hear Jewish, they all they think about is Israel, right? And then white Jews today. But what they don't realize is Judaism, or the concept of Judaism, was born in the Horn of Africa. But that's a whole different story. It originates from us, okay? Just to add a bit of a
Mm-hmm.
light, for example, the old religion of Judaism, when it first started, they started taking upon a god called Yahweh. Now, in Somali, Yahweh is also another name of God. For example, today you would hear, old people saying Yahoo. Yahoo is, we only say Yahoo when something bad happens, and you seek refuge from Allah or from God is saying, oh my God, or Ya Allah. Like that's what it means. So, yeah, so okay, so the Somali people. So what was the actual reason why you guys split? Is it just because you just decided one day, hey, we don't want to be together, or there was a specific reason behind it?
First of all, people started arguing over livestock and the camels, everything,
So,
and there was overgrazing.
so,
There were people who had a lot of cattle, so the overgrazing stuff and fighting for over livestock,
so, and that's
yeah,
what,
and also about the belief that I'm telling you.
yeah,
They believed, like, they you should pray with your face to the heavens and not to the
to the
ground. That's why they started separating.
cool. Now I'm gonna move on to the next chapter of the conversation. So the main purpose of
Mm-hmm.
today's topic is to understand. By the way, all the people, the new people who just came, my sister, Jitoya, she's not Somali. I know a lot of you are saying she looks Somali. I understand, but she's not Somali. She's Rendille. Rendille are a Cushitic speaking population. They are related to the Somali people linguistically, genetically, and also historically. Once upon a time, they were one people and they split according to historical narratives. When that split happened is not clear, or is not, like, there's not any document of when that split happening, but from oral historical and linguistic and genetic analysis, we know that once upon a time these people were closely related. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to test to see how far we're related. I'm going to do a linguistic testing. So what we're going to find out eventually is how close we are with these people. So Jitoya, I hope you're ready for this one.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
people, don't forget to like. Just tap on the screen. It doesn't cost a lot. And also, please share. We've only got one person who shared the live. Can you guys share the live session with your friends? And let's do everything. Here we go. The first one is, let's start with the hair. What do you guys call hair in
The
rendille?
hair.
Yeah,
The hair we call it Tim.
Tim
Yeah, Tim.
with an M, right, at the end.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So in Somali, we call hair tin with an N. But for the people who just came or who don't understand, the use of n is actually a new it's a new invention, right? So the use of m is older than the use of n. So in other words, n, right? N for November, right? The letter n came later. That's one thing you need to understand. So Tim is more accurate, and also according to close relatives that I know, they said the Rendille people speak the oldest Somali, or they use the oldest Somali terms. So let's put this to the test. One test is Tim. Tim is older than Tin, just so you know. All right, the next word is head. How do you say head in your language?
So the head we call it matah.
Mother.
Matah.
Okay.
Matah with a T, not the D. With a T.
Mata.
Yeah, matah.
Mata. We say mother.
Yeah.
But also something else people need to understand is T and D are interchangeable. For example, in Oromo, when in Somali, ada means you, right? In Oromo, they say ata, right? Which is another which is another cushitic language, which is related to Somali people. Another word is eyes. How do you say eyes?
Eyes we call it Indo.
Wow, really? Like
Yeah, we call it Indo.
I have a
Yeah.
question. All Rendille people, do they all speak in the same dialect or you have different dialects?
Yeah, we speak the same dialects. There's no different dialect.
Interesting. So you say Indo for your eyes.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Okay, cool. Again, people, like the live, share the live. Second one is, what do you call this? Eyebrows in your language.
This,
Yeah.
okay, this we call it Timti Indo. Timti Indo.
Timti
Timti
Indo.
Indo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know we call it oh my days, how could I forget? There's a word for Somali, but it's not so I understand Timti. Timti means hair, right, in your language, and Indo, so the hair of the eyes, basically, in a
Yeah.
rough
Yeah.
translation. Sunio, that's the one, someone corrected me. Thank you, Sunio. So in Somali we call this Sunio, right? Sunio. The second question is eyelashes. These eyelashes, what do you call them?
We call them Tif.
Tiff.
Ah.
Tiff. That's different. We should incorporate that into the Somali language, Tiff, because we call it bal. In my dialect, because Somalis have different dialects. In my dialect, we call this in balasha indaha, meaning the wings of the eye, right? Basically. All right, ears. What do you call ears in Rendille?
Okay, ears we call it Nabah or we call it Dogo. We
Nabah,
call it Nabah
nabah.
or Dogo.
I
Yeah.
haven't heard of
Or
Nabah,
Dogo.
but Nabah, Dago sounds like Somali. But so Nabah, what does that mean? Like, is there like a definition or etymology of it, or you just know the word? Is there more an elaborate?
Yeah, it's just like ears, but Dogo comes from like dag, like
Yeah,
listen.
yeah.
So the like if I can say Nabah is more superior to Dogo.
Okay.
Like Nabah is you can say Nabah most of the time. Most Rendiles call it Nabah. So few are the ones who call it Dogo.
Nabah, because someone said Nabah is also an old Somali term in the comment section. So thank you. So guys, put that in your Somali dictionary. All right. Sometimes if you want to use a different word for ear, you can say nabah. All right. Um, the second one is how do you say listen? Because ear to listen. How do you say listen?
We say daganso,
Dagaso.
daganso, daganso with an N, daganso.
Oh, daganso.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So in Somali we say dageso. Dageso. There's no N, so the N is gone. We say dageso. By the way, for the new people, we've reached 90 views. It's linguistic similarity between rendille, a cushitic speaking people, and Somali. So what we're doing is we're looking at the comparison. She's not Somali. All the people in the comment section, she's not Somali, she's rendille. And she's not Muslim, she's a Christian. Just so we clear the air. And I'll keep repeating this every time someone new comes in. Um, Okay, how do you say hear? Like to hear. There's listen, right? And then there's hear.
Here,
Yeah.
we say dag,
Like
dag,
like we say makal. That's yeah, we say makal.
okay,
So there's a difference. But still,
makal.
yeah, because you say daganso is to listen and dag is to hear. All right, that's it kind of rhymes and it sounds more authentic than Bahaki. How do you say nose?
Nose, we call
Yeah.
it sam with an
Some.
M.
Some.
Sam,
Some.
yeah.
Wow. So in Somali we say sun with an N. Yeah. And then I'm gonna move to the next one. How do you say lips?
Lips is af, just like mouth. Af,
Af.
yeah.
So you don't have a specific word for the lip itself.
No, it's just af. All of these parts, just af. Even the lips is af.
Okay. For us, the mouth is af and the lips is bishin.
Bishin.
Yeah, bishin is that's the lips. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so we've heard how do you say speak?
If you want to tell someone speak,
Yeah.
yeyed,
Ah.
yeyed, yeyed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's not like yet. In Somali, when you say yet, yet, it's like to call out something or to call someone. Uyed, I'm a uyer, right? Just to call, to speak out, but to call loudly. Uriya, kale, that kind of stuff. In Somali, we say hadal, hadal,
What?
hadal.
Hadal.
Yeah, that is to speak. Um,
Oh, okay.
yeah. How do you say teeth?
Teeth, we call it ilko.
Ilko. She don't know very well Somali. She's not Somali, guys. She's rendille. Okay, she's rendille. She speaks a specific or a language relating to the Somali language. She is not Somali. Okay. Again. So sorry. What did you say for teeth?
We call it ilko.
Ilko.
Teeth, ilko. Yes.
Teeth or ilko. Interesting. We say ilko as well, but how do you say one teeth? Like one teeth.
One teeth, ilka. One teeth is ilka.
Okay. And many teeth is
And
ilko.
many is ilko. Yes.
Okay, interesting. Because in my language, ilik is one teeth, and ilko is many teeth. But so we are similar in that one now. Yeah, ilik. Second question is tongue. How do you say tongue in your language? Hello,
Tongue,
Subeda.
the,
Yeah.
the tongue, we call it harab.
Is that with a ha?
Yeah, harab.
Harab. Interesting. That's very, it sounds a bit like
But
Somali.
now, but you don't say harab. You say harab. You have to like stress on that H. Harab.
You mean the R, emphasize the R?
Yeah, and the H. Harab.
Harab.
Yeah.
Harab. Interesting. In Somali, we say Arab with a ayn. Like Arab. Yeah. Like the Arabs in Arabia, Arab.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you say taste?
To taste something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you say harrab kadar.
حرب كدار.
Yeah, harrab kadar.
حرب كدار. Am I saying it right?
Yeah,
Hold
it
on.
means it's like it's taste, but like touch it with your tongue. So it means harrab kadar. Kadar in our language is like, I don't know how to say, like kadar, like touching. So
Ah,
it's like taste it. So you say harrab kadar.
so is there like a, because that sounds like a compound word. Do you have like a singular word?
No, we don't have a singular
So
word.
it's only,
Unless
oh wow. So in my language, you say dadami.
that dummy.
Yeah, dadami means to taste it, and just the singular word is dadan. Dadami is to tell someone to
Dadar.
taste. Yeah,
Wait, you're saying dadar.
dadan with an N. Dadan.
Oh, with an N.
Yeah.
Oh, dadan. I thought you were saying dadar.
No, it's not that. No, but dar. You know how you said dar is to touch. In my language, dar
Yeah.
also means to touch or to turn on
Oh,
or to switch on. Yeah.
yeah.
Hakka
We say
dar.
it means that.
Yeah. Yeah. Um. So do you say the same thing as well?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's very interesting. Okay. So how do you say chin? What is it? Chin. You're not here. Chin. How do you say chin?
Double.
Huh?
Double.
Double.
Double. Double. With a TH. Double.
I can't pronounce that word. TH and you know, is it double?
Yeah.
I don't know how I can't pronounce a language that sounds like Somali. It's interesting. So did you say did you say double?
Double. Double.
Oh, double,
Yeah.
double. So that means
Yeah.
chin.
Yeah. Yeah. The chin. Double.
Double. We say gar, right? So all the people, there are people who know better Somali than me. So chin, we call it gar or gad, depending on which dialect you speak, but gad or gar, whichever it is, right? All right. How do you say beard?
Beard.
Yeah,
Beard, we call it timti afot. Timti afot.
tinti afot.
Timti afot.
So timti means hair, and afot does that
Yeah,
mean
the hair of the mouth. The hair of the mouth. The hair of the mouth area.
timti afot?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Another word is cheek. How do you say the cheek? Yeah, your cheek.
The cheek, we call it gidam.
Gidam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gidam.
In Somali, we call the beard gar. The chin also we call it gar. We have the same word, and the chin we call it daban. Right. Daban. Okay. Neck. How would you call neck in your language?
Neck, we call it lukum. Lukum.
Luqum. That sounds like
Yeah.
up in Oromo, the neck, they call it liqim. I learned this from a sister, an Oromo sister I had an interview with. So she told me they call the neck luqum or liqim, sorry. That's in Oromo. So in Somali, we say dun.
Dun.
Yeah, dun. This whole thing is called
Oh.
dun. And then, where is it? Neck. So the throat, what do you call sorry, the throat, yeah, the swallowing, the one that goes to the stomach.
The throat, we call it kur, not luhum. We call the throat kur.
Kur.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny because Somali, another word for neck is kur.
Oh.
Kurtan Kalgona. Yeah, another word for neck is kur. But in Somali, this one we call it hunguri ama. I think yeah, there's another word for it. Hunguri. I think the one that I know is hunguri. Maybe someone else can tell me. What do you guys call the halla unka. So because you eat food, right? So unta or unesa, so un or hunguri, both of them. So that's the difference. In Oromo, they call the neck lepim. You guys call it luqum. Somali, we call it qar, or another one, kur as well. Okay. Food part. No, I've already said that. Stomach. What do you call the stomach?
The stomach, we call it ur.
Huh?
We call it ur. Ur. I know in your language it means maybe pregnancy. I saw some comments.
Yeah. So in Somali, actually in Oromo, you guys are similar there. In Oromo, they call the stomach ur as well, or ha'ur, right? That's what they call it. So that's one thing I've learned from. As you know, Somali ur means pregnancy. You already know that. But in Somali, stomach is alol, alol.
Alol.
Yeah. Intestines. What do you call the intestines?
So the intestines, we call it mandakaro.
Mandaharof.
We call it, yeah, mandakaro or mindakaro or mandakaro.
That's actually, Somali we say mindi'ir. So very close.
What do you
Very,
say?
very close. Yeah. We call it mindi'ir.
Oh,
Yeah. Very, very, very close. But the way you're saying it sounds more authentic. Can you say it again?
we call it mandakaro
Mandah. Is that with a ha or is just with a ha? Which one is it?
with the KH. Mandakaro.
Oh, mandahar.
Yeah, the way Firsame wrote it. Mandakaro.
Yeah, I can't see your comments. I can only see my side.
Oh,
Manda.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it's fine. So it's mandaharo, yeah, with a ha. Mandaharo.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. In Somali we say mindi'ir. So it's very close. You see, the relation is still there. Okay, now we're moving away from that. We're gonna move on to the shoulders and the abdomen. So what do you call shoulders in your language?
The shoulders, we call it barbar.
Barbar,
Yes.
because it kind of divides the body. Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Because
barbar.
Somali, barbar means division or to divide. Is it the same? Okay.
It now means, yeah, it's the same. It's the same.
All right. So in my language, we call the shoulders garbo.
Garbo.
Yeah, garbo. Yeah, that's what we call it, garbo. All right, arm. How do you call the arm? The whole arm.
Dahano or dahan.
Is that with a D?
If it's one, it's dahano. Yeah, with the D.
Okay.
Dahan, if it's one. If it's many, dahano.
Dahano. Okay. In Somali
Yeah.
is very close. In Somali we say gaan with a G. So
Oh.
if it's many of them, we say gaamo with a M. Right. So gaamo iyo gaan. But so ayagu waxay dhahaan dahano, so the rendille people they say dahano with a ha, D and a ha, or dahan in Somali we say gaan, G and CAN. Okay, fingers. What do you call fingers?
Far. We call fingers far or farro.
All right.
Farro, far.
So farro is the plural and far is the singular. Very similar.
Singular. Yeah.
Very, very similar in my language. In Somali, we say far for one finger, farro for many fingers. So that's actually purely Somali. What about nails? What do you call the nails?
We call them gofan or gofanne.
Gofan or gofanne?
Gofan. Yeah.
Is that with a G, gofan, or with a D?
Yeah. With a
Okay.
G.
Gofan and gofanne.
Yeah.
Okay, we say عديو. I mean عدي.
What?
عديو or عدي. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes in rendille, you seem to take a break from the ha and the kha. You don't have that a lot. But in Somali, we
Yeah.
are constantly using it everywhere we find it. We're always like ha, kha, all of that everywhere. So what about the palm of your hand?
We call it danah.
Danah.
Yeah, with a TH. Danah.
Tanah.
Danah.
Tanah.
Not Tanah.
What?
Danah.
Oh, DH.
TH.
DH.
TH. TH.
Oh, Danah. Danah.
Yeah, Danah.
Danah. I'm the one asking the question, so I forgot what we call this in Somali. But I remember when I was a kid, we used to play a game called Fariyere Falumo Fadrofe Marusoto Gambar Ala'al. So they used to call this Ala'al. I don't know if that was part of the game. I don't know if that's the name of this thing, but I know it as Ala'al. So anybody who knows better than me, please do comment.
Yeah,
So
they typing that. Halahal.
yeah,
Or I
Ala'al.
am
Yeah.
the one reading it wrong.
This okay. I've got a couple. I've got Baba'o, Sa'abo, Sa'ab. That's another one. Sa'ab, right? And Baba. Someone said Baba. I don't know. Everybody been taught something different, but I know as Ala'al, so I'm gonna go with Ala'al. But also in Ala'al, in my language, it means to beg desperately. Ala'al, yeah, it's like please, Okubaria, like Ala'al. But I don't know why they call this Ala'al. I don't know. Is it for begging? I don't know. Because when you do this, you're begging. Um. All right. Elbow. What do you call the elbow?
The elbow, we call it dikil.
Dikil.
Yeah.
Dikil. Interesting. We call it husul. I'm a suhr.
What?
Husul. Husul.
Husud.
Yeah. Sometimes some people say suhr,
Oh.
some people say husul, but it's the same thing. I don't want to open a debate. So the people debate, is it suhr or is it husul? We don't know. Just any of them, okay? um, okay, so what do you call the arteries? But before we go on, to the new people, 155, thank you for watching. Thank you for the shares. We've got 6 shares. MashaAllah, keep liking. So my sister, all the people who are wondering, she is not Somali, she's Rendille. She speaks a language that's related to the Somali language, a cushitic language. Last time, a couple of months ago, I had an interview with an Oromo sister. We've looked at the similarities between Oromo and Somali, and apparently there's about 45% of Oromo in Somalia, or should I say 45% of Somali in Oromo. Same thing right now. With the rendille, there's actually more than that. It could be more than, it could be about 70% of Somali within rendille, or shall I say 70% rendille in Somali. So there we go. For those people who don't know, she's not Somali. All right. Um, so elbow, what do you call arteries?
I personally don't know arteries and how you call veins. Maybe you tell me on your side. I can maybe relate.
Cool. So in Somali, artery, like the one if you cut, blood comes out, we call that halbole, right? Halbole.
Halbole.
Yeah. It's a beautiful word. Yeah, you could give it to your son. I don't know. And then the veins, we call the veins hidid, right? One vein is hidid, right? And 2 veins is
Mm-hmm.
hidido. But also the name for the root of a tree, we call that hidid as well, because veins and roots have something in similar, which is they all have, they all make a tree live,
Yeah.
and they all
Yeah.
look the same. So that's why. Any relations? Did you understand? Is there anything similar in your language? No? Okay.
No.
All right, no problem. I'm gonna move on. Chest. What do you call the chest in your language?
The chest, we call it kach.
Kach.
Kach. Yeah.
Kach.
Kach. Kach.
Kach.
CH. Yeah.
All right, so we call it. It's very similar, very close. We call it kach, but in Somali we say shaf, right? Shaf. So yeah, yeah, shaf. That's the chest. Shafka. Um, okay. What about heart? What do you call the heart? I'm a kashka. Someone said
The hat.
kashka laughter. Yeah, go on. Yeah.
Okay, so we call the hat rubei.
Huh?
We call the hat rubei.
Rubei.
Yeah, rubei.
Rubei. Rubei. So, like, does it have a etymological definition, or it's just that's just how you know it?
No, it doesn't have. I don't think it has. It's just
Yeah.
called rube. Rube is like life. Like the heart gives you life. So rube.
That's what I was looking for. So when I say etymological, it has to be like there's a meaning behind it, like a little tiny meaning. So for example, something that gives life. So
Yeah,
so which part of the word means life? Is it rub or is it bay? Which one is it?
it's ruby, like
Ruby.
ruby. But
Okay.
we say rube if you're saying now the heart.
Ruby means life. It sounds like the Arabic word ruh, the ruh or ruhi. Ruhi means the what gives you life and then the ruh. So it's ruby. In
Yeah, we
Somali,
also say ruh. Also for life, you can say ruh in rendille.
ruhi, yeah?
Yeah,
Interesting. In Somali, we say wadne. I'm a wadno. So,
what name?
so the word wadno, the word wad means to move, something that makes you move. For example, one of the names of God in Somali is Wade, meaning he who drives life, he who moves life, right? So what no also means the thing that moves you, right? Today, if a Somali would tell you, if I want to tell you to drive a car or a bike, I'll tell you what, meaning make it move. So wadna, makes you move, wadna, right? Um,
Oh,
yeah. Okay. What about the breasts, right? What do you call the breast in your language?
so you call the breast nahasi.
Nasi.
Nahasi, yeah, or you can also say nahaso if it's one, but nahasi if it's both.
Is it with a ayn like a na'a? Is it a?
Yeah, na with H. Now you say nahasi.
Na'asi.
Yeah.
So at this point, to the Somali people, I think you lost your language. I think the Somali language has been watered down. Starting from today, we should use na'aso or na'asi to make it more authentic. Like seriously, okay? In Somali, we say naso. Just so one breast we call it nas, and two breasts we call it naso, right? So naso. Um, breast, kidney. Okay. Oh yeah, would you call the kidney in your language?
The, the kidney, we call it kalasi.
Kalasi.
Kalasi. Yeah.
Kalasi.
Kalasi. Yeah.
Kalasi or kalasi?
You can say kalasi or you can say kalasi.
Kalasi. In Somali,
Kalasi. Yeah.
it's very close to Somali. In Somali, we say kili or kali, right? In Oromo, also the Oromo language, they say kili as well. In the Oromo language, it's very interesting. What about the belly button? What do you guys call the belly button?
The belly button, we call it handur.
Handur.
Yeah.
That's also the Oromos they call it Handur, but it's also but the way you guys say it, it's the Oromo is a bit like they call it Handura or something like that. It's not very clear, but enough Somali the way you guys are saying is very close to the Somali word Handur because enough Somali we say Hundur, right, or Hudun.
Oh.
Yeah, Hundur or Hudun, depending on which dialect you speak. But I'm used to the word Hudun, but the Somalis who use it, Hundur, seem to be more close to you, so I'm gonna go with that one, Hundur. Okay. What about the back? What you call your back? The back of your body.
The back, we call it dabar.
Sorry, say that again.
Dabar.
Is it
Say
is it
dabar.
dabar?
Yeah.
Dabar. Okay, very close. Somali,
Dabar.
we say we put more emphasis. We put more emphasis on the D, so we call it dabar. It's dabar, but it's more of the
Dabar.
same. Yeah, dabar with a D, DH basically. Da, it has a little tiny click sound. Da, yeah. What about the backbone? What do you call the backbone?
We call it lafi dabar.
Lafi dabar.
Lafi dabar. Yeah.
That's very Somali. Now Somali we say lafta dabarka, right? Lafta dabarka. Very. That's very. A lot of people are surprised. All my viewers they are surprised. They're like, whoa, how is that possible? Yeah, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna move on to the third section. Okay. Da, da, da. Okay, the hips. What you call the hip?
We call the hips butter.
Butter.
Butter. Yeah.
Butter. In Somali we call it
Yeah.
bowdio. I'm a bowdi. One of them
Baudio.
is, yeah, bowdio is the plural. Bowdi is the singular. So yeah, that's one thing. So is it tabar you said or what was it?
Butter.
Butter, butter.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bowdio, yeah. What about the knee? What do you call the knee?
Then we call it jilbo.
Jilbo. That's very
Yeah.
Somali. Well, in Somali we say jilbo as well. In Somali, yeah. Jilib is one. What is it? Do you have a singular term for that?
Yeah. Jilba.
Jilba
But
is
if it's many, jilbo.
okay. In Somali, the singular one we say jilib, and the plural is jilbo. Yeah. All right. What about the leg? What do you call the leg?
The leg. The leg we call it luhlo.
Luhlo.
Luhlo. Yeah.
Luhlo. Is it with a okay?
Yeah.
We call it wait, did you say luhlo? Luhlo. Sounds like
Yes.
logo.
Luhlo.
Yeah, in Somali we say logo, but without the ha. It's
Lugo.
just yeah, we lost the luh. There is no ha in it. So we need to revive
Oh.
that. All the Somalis who are watching me, let's bring back the old Somali. It's luhlo. It's not logo. All right, you forgot the ha. Bring the ha back in its position. Yeah, we say logo, right? Logo. So log is one leg, okay? Log is one leg, and sorry, and logo is many legs, okay? But I
Yeah.
like luhlo.
For
You
us,
know, huh?
for us, luh. For us, luh is singular, one leg, luh. If you want to say one leg, you say luh. If it is two legs, you say luhlo.
Ah, luhlo. That sounds more Somali
Yeah.
than log and logo. Come on, guys. Um, what's the other one? What would you call your ankle? You know the ankle on your leg?
Your, your uncle, you call it kal. Kal.
Kal.
Yeah.
Okay, kal. Kal. Okay, in Somali we call it ankle. Yeah, ankle. It's
You call it?
ankle.
Oh, it's like almost like uncle.
Yeah, almost like it, yeah. And
Little bit.
you know what's funny, right? I've been doing some research, right? And I found out there is actually a lot of English words which sound like Somali. I found over 100 of them. One of them, for example, we say log, they say leg, right? And many other
Yeah.
words. Yeah. Okay. So and now we're gonna move on to household, right? Household. What do you call a house?
And how we call it min.
Min,
Min.
min.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. There are the only people that use min in Somali are Somali Arabs, right? And because the Somali Arabs, when they came to Somalia, they started picking up on old Somali words, and so they still speak some old Somali terms in their language in Hamar, right? But
Yeah.
so usually they say mininka, minin means like a house, right? So minin. But I actually thought that was something like an Arabic word, but now, so if someone said, give me a minute, mininka wa mininkina, wait. Even Rahawain, they say, yeah, that's what I was about to say. So two people, Rahawain and Somali Arab, because most of the Somali Arabs, they were, influenced by these old speaking Somali. But we don't use minin anymore. When you go to the contemporary Somali regions, the only place where people
Mm-hmm.
use min or minin is in southern Somalia, in Mogadishu, and in the Rahawain regions and Rahamah regions. But in other places, we call guri. Guri is like a house. Yeah. Okay. What do you call family?
A family, we call it yaf.
Yeah,
Yaf. So if you want to say our family, you say yafenna.
Yafenna.
Yeah, yafenna.
That's our house.
Yeah, our family.
Our
Yeah.
family.
So if you want, yeah, if you just it's just family, you say yaf.
Okay, so Yaf means the family, and Yafenna means, it's a bit interesting because Somali, when you add something ena, it also means ours. For example, Gurigena means our house.
Huh?
Garigena means our car. So Yafenna, ena, the ena bit kind of sounds like Somali. So in Somali we say kois.
Koi.
Rer. Yeah, Kois is the family, or you can call it Rer. But Rer is like it's more like a family that's close to a tribe, but it's not a tribe yet, so you can call that Rer. But Kois, a small family, is called Kois. Okay. Um, so what do you call boy? How do you say boy in your language?
So it's same to say a gal, but first of all, if you want to say a boy, you say inam.
Inam,
Inam.
Inam, with
Yeah, but
N.
for gal, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a difference. For boy, you say inam, and
Okay.
for gal, you say inam.
Inam.
Yeah, inam is a lady. I mean a gal, and a boy, you say inam.
The difference between yours and ours is the M. It's very similar.
Yeah.
So in Somali, we say inan is a guy and inan is a woman. So is that little tiny difference, like inan and inan. Inan is the girl and inan is the guy. So the difference is the M, you see. Now,
Yeah.
a lot of people used to laugh at me when I said the Rendille people are our brothers, they're our cousins, they're the most closest people to us. Now, even earlier when I was saying that, someone said, "Oh, you like to claim everybody. Where are you, bro? I'm not claiming, bro. This is reality." You know what I'm saying? I'm not claiming. I'm spitting the facts here. I don't need to claim when the facts are out here speaking for themselves. Um, okay, how do you say mother in your language?
Mother, mother, you say abar, or you say ayo.
Ayo. Okay.
Yeah.
In the of my dialect, ayo is also mother, right? And habar, or habar means like a elderly woman. For example, also habar with a ha. So your one is abar,
Mhm.
right, with an A.
Yeah. Yeah. Abar
Yeah, yeah. In
with no
Somali,
H.
yeah, in Somali it begins with a H, so it's habar. Um, if someone tells you "Ka habarta usheg," it means go tell your mom. But people don't use that anymore. In the contemporary Somali, they use hoyo most of the time. But in old Somali, ayo and habar both meant subhanallah hoyo. Even today, if you go to deep rural areas, they still use ayo and habar to mean a mother. But when you come to the town and cities, they use hoyo most of the times. You know.
Mhm.
Someone said habar is a curse. Now there's habar and there's habar. Habar is a curse. Habar, look at one of them, habar has double A in the end, and habar has one A in the end. So habar means hoyo, habar means a curse. The difference. All right, how do you say father in your language?
A father, you say mbaba.
Mbaba,
Yeah. But now there are some people who say abba.
abba,
Yeah.
mbaba or abba. Mbaba is older
Yeah.
than abba in
Yeah.
usage. Okay, in Somali
Yeah.
we say abo. I'm a abe.
Abo.
Yeah, abo or abe depends on which dialect you speak. Yeah. How do you say your uncle? Your dad's sorry, not your dad. I mean, yeah, your dad's brother or your mom's brother.
Say abdi.
Apti, that's your mom's brother.
Yeah. Yeah.
Apti. In Somali we say apti as well, right? Uh,
Oh.
yeah, yeah, very very interesting. What about your your dad's brother? What do you call that?
Your dad's brother or
Your,
your dad's sister.
your dad's brother.
My dad's brother is still my uncle, or
Not in Somali. Sorry, in Rendille, how do you say your
oh,
dad's brother? Huh?
abti mbabahe.
Oh, so your dad's brother is also Apti,
Yeah,
and your mom's brother is Apti.
yeah. It's one
Okay.
and the same. We,
Yeah, the difference between them is that in Somali, my dad's brother is my Ader, you see, and my mom's brother is my Akti. So there's that distinction. Yeah, Ader is the
okay.
yeah. So I think this is where the Rendila needs to take that word, take the word Ader to apply to your. We give it to
Bring
you.
it.
um. Okay. So what's your dad's sister then? What do you call your dad's sister?
Okay, in short, I don't know that, but I know an auntie. What you call your auntie?
Okay, go on, tell me.
Yeah, you call your auntie Ingo.
Ingo.
Yeah.
Okay, is that like which aunt is that? Is it like your mom's sister or your dad's sister, or it doesn't matter? Is it the same?
I don't know really, but there's one that we call, there's one that we call Ada, and
Uh,
there's one that we call Ingo. I don't know where the difference is.
okay, remember, okay, cool, no problem. I'll take that. But so what about your mom's? So one of them, okay, so Ada, okay,
Oh,
Ada,
someone is saying here, my dad's brother is
yeah,
called Abaya. That's not true. Abaya. We call them we call Abaya.
that's your dad's brother, Abaya,
Yeah.
and your mom's sister would be Apti,
Abti. Yeah.
Abaya. Okay, cool. So we call it Ader, but I like whoever said that. Thank you. So the second question is, wait, I forgot. So your mom, so what's your mom's sister then?
I say there was one that you call Ingo and the other one you say Adda. So I don't know the difference. It always confuses me.
All right, maybe okay. Next time I'm gonna call you and I'll ask you because I'm guessing. My guess is that Ada, Ada is for your mom and Ingo is probably for your dad. Because Ada sounds like, Somali Ada means like something to do with your mother's side, you know? Ada la Ada, like a lot of my mind people say that. Ada la Ada, So I think that's
Yes.
something to do
Someone is
with
saying mom sister is Adda.
Ada.
That I think is true. Yeah.
Is that for your mom's side?
Yeah.
See, I was right. I don't even speak Rendille and I was right. See, I should learn Rendille. Auntie, uncle, or is it father? All right. Nephew, nephew, basically your brother's son.
That one I don't know how we call them. And
Comment
I think
section help. Let the
we
comment
just
section help.
refer to them as Walasei or
What I said.
Walalei. Walalei or Walasei. Walasei if it's a lady and Walalei if it's male.
So what do you call your brothers and sisters then? Your actual, like what's your sister? How do you say sister and brother in your language?
Sister
Because in
and brother.
Somali, walashay,
Oh,
walalay, that's like walashay means my sister, and walalkay means my brother. That's Somali. But what you're saying is basically so if walashay and
I think
go on.
when it comes to the nephew and the niece, I have to look into that. I think
Oh,
Walasei and Walale is brother and sister. Yeah, you're
Allah.
correct about that.
All right, cool. I'll move on from that one. Let's go to niece. Okay, cousin. Shall we do cousin, or do you have something for cousins?
Yes. Cousin, we call them Inama Baret. Inama Baret.
So which cousin is that? Is it on your mom or your dad's side?
Now, if it's a male,
Yeah.
you say Inam Abaret. But if it's a lady, say inam abaret. It's one and the same.
Inam Abaret.
Yeah.
Is that on your mom? Okay. Abaret, is that like a female one, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, Abaret, that's like, because Abar means mother, so that's on your mom's side. See, I'm already
Yeah.
making the links.
I don't know on the male side.
Okay, cool. No problem. All right, how do you say, some people are asking me, ask her about colors. We'll do the colors. I haven't put the colors in here, but we'll do colors at last. So in the end of the video, I want everybody to list, someone said ilmo habred. Ilmo
Ilmu
habred.
abaret. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Somali, ilmo habred means my cousin. That's another way of saying it. But all right.
Mm-hmm.
So in my language, uncle on my dad's side is Adair, on my mom's side is Apti. Nephew, so my nephew is Ina Adair, so Ina Kader Kwahai, so on and so forth. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How do you say neighbor? Let's move on from that one. Neighbor.
Neighbor, you say oloh. Oloh.
Olah.
Yeah.
That's so cute. Olah. Sounds nice. Somali, I need to learn more about.
Olohey, my neighbor. Olohey.
Olah, hey, my neighbor.
Yeah.
Mm. In Somali, we say deris.
That is. I
Yeah,
can see people writing
huh?
here.
Yeah,
There is.
yeah, deris. So, and my neighbor is deriske. I'm a deriskega.
Oh.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
What do you call a country?
A country we say ilanya. Ilanya.
Ilanya.
Yeah.
So, okay, Ilan means a country,
Yeah.
and Ilanya
Il.
means my country.
Yeah.
So, I've only guessed that because you said when you did this, when you said Ilanya, I was like, okay, you mean my country.
Ilanya.
Yeah. So il means a country,
Yeah.
but what do you call I again?
Indo.
Indo. What about one I?
One eye. Inda.
Inda.
Yeah.
Interesting. Because in my language, Indo is two eyes and il is one eye. But you guys call
Oh.
il a country.
Il. Il in our language it means il. It's like down. It's like down. Like ilagar. Like look down.
Ah. Because
Yeah.
so in my language, a country, right, is either dal. You know how you guys say il? So we say
Yeah.
dal with the D in the front, right? So dal ama dul. So dul also means down.
Oh.
It means the ground, right? Yeah. So let's move on. So let me see how many we've got. Yeah, we've got two more. Three more categories. Now we're gonna go to domestic animals. Are you good with animals? Domestic animals? Okay, cool. So the domestic animals. What do you call a goat?
A goat we call rio.
Rio.
Yeah.
What about many? Is that many goats or one goat?
Rihiyet. I think in plural, if it's many, you say rihiyet. If it's
Rihiyet.
single, you say riyo. Yeah.
Is it Rido or Mr. Rio with a Y?
Riyo.
Rio.
Riyo with
Ah,
a Y. Yeah.
you know, in my language, if you add O behind anything like YO to anything, it's plural. So Rio in my language is many goats. Okay, and one goat is Ri, but then Ri is usually a female goat, and a male goat we call it Orgi. So what do you guys call a male goat?
Orgi.
Same?
I don't know.
Are you
I don't know.
are you okay? Are you guessing? All right, cool, no problem. Um, what about a cow? What do you call a cow?
A cow we call loyo.
Why are you lying?
Loyo. Loyo.
Loyo.
Yeah, loyo.
Is that one cow, yeah?
I don't know the if it's singular or plural. There's no cows. They're called loyo.
Loyo. So that's cows, many cows. I'm
Yeah,
gonna think that's gonna be many cows because in Somali,
yeah, yeah,
loyo means many cows, right? But we don't even use that word. We don't use loyo. There's not a Somali word called loyo. But basically, in English, you know how you have sheep and sheep. If you want to use a plural term for sheep, it's sheep. If you want to use singular term
yeah.
for sheep, it's still sheep, right? The same thing with Somali. Lot is lot, right? Lot, whether there are many or small, there is no plural term for lot. Someone is saying lot yal. There's no such thing as lot yal or lot yo. There is no Somali word in the Somali dictionary. Stop making words up. But I appreciate your to the comment section. I appreciate it. All right. What about a cow? Sorry, camel. What do you call a camel?
Camel we call it gal. Gal.
Gal.
Yeah.
Something I forgot to ask you. What do you call a baby goat?
A baby goat we call it makal.
Machal.
Yeah.
Machal. That sounds like machal in Somali
Yes.
to hear. In Somali, baby goat is wahar.
Wahar. Yeah,
Yeah.
we also call wahar because if you want to say like waharet,
Yeah.
yeah, we call it also wahar. That's also a name in rendille.
Really? Is
Call it.
that
You can call it mahal, I think,
okay?
or
Cool.
you can call it also wahar. It's the one and the same.
Okay. What about a baby cow?
Baby cow, I have no idea.
Okay. In my language, you call it whale.
What?
Whale.
Whale.
Yeah.
You know, whale in our language, it's a baby, just a baby.
Really?
Whale is my baby. Now, whale in our
Yeah.
language, it's
In
just
my
a baby.
language, yeah, whale is a baby cow. Yeah, but that's
Oh,
different. So you guys call an actual baby whale. Now imagine if you went to
yeah,
Somalia and you called,
yeah.
oh, look at your beautiful whale.
Oh my goodness.
Imagine calling a woman. You go to Somalia, you see a woman, a baby, and you call her, MashaAllah, I love your whale. They'll be like, what's she talking about? My child's not a whale.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
I really.
Okay. Do you know anything about baby camel?
Yeah, we call it nirach.
Nirah.
Nirach. Nirach.
Nirah.
Yeah.
That's very because something I've realized here. Kha kha and ayn and ga are interchangeable. So sometimes where you have nirah, you can actually call it with a G. So in Somali we call it nirig.
Nirig.
Yeah,
Oh.
Nirg. So the instead of saying nirich or nirah, we say nirig. It's very similar though. What about,
Oh.
so let's go to a sheep. What do you call a sheep?
A sheep, we call it oh no.
Or
Oh
no?
no. Yeah.
You call the sheep or no?
Yeah.
In my language, ono means food.
Not hono, Vile. The way you guys say, we
Or,
say oh no, like ONNO. The way you can
oh,
say ONNO.
is it
Oh
on?
no, oh no.
Oh no, I thought you said no.
Yeah.
I thought you
Now
said
there's no H, but the O. You
okay.
say it oh no.
In Oromo, one is the heart in Oromo. So yeah.
Oh.
So ono means sheep, right? So what about do you know a baby sheep? What do you call a baby sheep?
You call it Whaley Iyat. Whaley Iyat.
Whaley yat.
Yeah, Whaley Iyat.
Whaley yat. Whaley yat. Is that baby sheep?
Yeah, baby sheep.
Okay, chicken. Let's go to chicken. What do you call a chicken?
Chicken, we call it luku.
Sorry, I forgot to tell the people. In Somali, a sheep is a male sheep is one, and is um a female sheep is lah, right? And a baby sheep would be idho, right? Idho is the baby, one is the male, and lah is the female. All right. So, what do you call a chicken? Sorry,
A chicken, we call it luku.
luku.
Yeah.
Okay, luku, luku. In Somali, we call it doro. Yeah, doro. Yeah. So,
Doro.
doro. Someone said nail. I didn't know about nail, but I knew about idho. Anyways, doro. So that's what we call. What about a baby chicken? What do you call that?
Just the same. I think it's just the same.
Okay. What about cat?
Or you can say Waililuku, the
Are you
baby
guessing?
chicken.
Are you
Waililuku.
are you guessing that? You're guessing that, right? You're brainstorming.
I'm not brainstorming. If you want to say if it's a chicken,
I'm
if it's
joking.
a
I'm joking.
chicken, it's a
Yeah.
luku. Okay, I know. But if it's a baby chicken, you can say Waililuku, the
Wait.
baby of a chicken.
Okay.
Yeah,
Baby.
Waililuku.
Now in Somali, what was the name for a baby chicken? Uh, Listen, for the people who are saying digag is actually an Arabic word. It comes from dijaja. So what we're trying to do here is we're not trying to mention any foreign words. We're trying to just mention the actual Somali or cushitic terms, which have no foreign influence. Okay, because that helps me to understand the Afro-Asiatic language in similar in total. So once we talk about all of these people, and then we can move on. And something else I would like, if anybody knows, and also including my friend Yatoya, if you know any other person who knows how to speak another language within the Cushitic family, I need a Beja, if you know anyone, but Beja from the Beja tribe, anyone from any of other Cushitic, because I've already interviewed Rendille, I've interviewed Oromo. I haven't interviewed the Borana. I would like to interview a Borana Oromo because their dialect is very, very similar to Somali, and also the Beja. So Borana or Beja, if you know anyone who speaks these languages, please do let me know. Or just follow me and I'll follow you back and let me know in the comment section. Okay, where was I? A cat. What do you call a cat?
A cat, we call it ngus.
What do you call it?
Ngus. We call a
You know,
cat ngus.
you know.
I you know why I don't like saying a cat? Because there was a time I was telling that on my live, and some people started saying goose goose here.
uh,
Yeah, but it's N with an Ngus.
yeah,
Goose.
yeah, I've heard it. Yeah, you know what it means in my language, so I'm not gonna go into further detail. A lot of people are
Yeah.
laughing in my comment section. Um,
Yeah,
so
mine too.
in Somali, a baby chicken, sorry, a cat in Somali is so you have nyanyur, or we have bisad, or we also have mukulal. So all of them,
Oh,
nyanyur, bisad, mukulal. Depends on which dialect you speak. So I use all of them. If I'm in the north, I would say mukulal. If I'm in the south, I would say nyanyur. If in another place, I would say bisad. So that's one thing. All right, let's go to farming. Okay, so what do you call a farm in your language?
a farm we call it harra. We relate farm to like we relate the farm to like soil. So we call it harra.
Harra.
Yeah.
So the soil is actually because okay, now it makes sense. In Somali, the soil is called arro. Oh yeah, arro. So so
Us
so
we
you,
call it har.
you call it har.
Yeah.
And of Somali, something that sounds har or is basically har, which is basically shit. You know, har in Somali. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Swear, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
So that's Somali. But in my language, the soil we call it arro, and a farm we call it bear, or any plant which you can eat, it's a bear, right? And bear comes from the root word to plant a seed. So when you plant a seed, that's called bear. So anything that's been,
Oh.
yeah, that's where it comes from. What do you call milk in your language?
We call milk hanu.
Hanu,
Yeah.
hanu. You know when you say these words in a way that's different, like a way that I know, but it sounds different. I don't know. It just sounds. It gives me a weird feeling. Like for example, we say ano, right? But you say hanu. It's very similar, but just
Yeah.
like yeah, it's someone speaking Somali, but they're saying it differently. Hanu, we say ano. Oh, another one. You know when you boil the milk and then you get that thing on top, that thin layer. What do you call that?
Yeah. Um, what do you call it? I don't know what we call it. Maybe I can.
Yeah, so in my language we call it laben.
Laben.
Yeah,
Oh, I can't recall in my language what we call it.
yeah, we call it laben, but it's fine. Maybe I'll ask you some other time.
Yeah.
What about beans? What do you call beans?
We call it marauke.
Marauke.
Marauke. Yeah, marauke.
That sounds like maharage.
Yeah. Now us we call it marauke.
Did you did you borrow that from the Swahili people?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, because in Somali beans we call it digir.
Digir.
Yeah. Do you have something for
Oh.
that? Does it sound similar in your language? Something that sounds like digir? Nothing that sounds like
No.
digger. Even something
Unless
nasty.
unless you say dikil,
Dikil. What is dikil?
the elbow.
Ah, dikil. Of course, I forgot. Sorry, I
Yeah.
don't pay attention. Um, rice. What do you call rice in your language?
We call it mchele, just like Swahili.
Come on, really?
Yeah.
Mchele.
We
Okay.
don't have a name for rice in
Yeah,
our
of
in
course.
our tribe.
Yeah. In Somali, we call it bris. Yeah, bris.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. You know it, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you
You
use
say
bris?
you say biris marach.
Bris marach?
You cook biris and marach.
Yeah,
That's
bris.
what you say.
Yeah, bris marach. Yeah. Um, the other word is flour. You know the flour, like the one that you bake. What do you call that?
Yeah. We call it mutu.
Mutur.
Mutu. Mutu.
Mutu.
Yeah, it's not like Swahili the way. I don't
Yeah,
know. Do you
mutu.
understand
Yeah.
Kiswahili?
I speak Swahili.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, I know what you mean.
yeah. Not like you say mutu. Like you say mutu. We call it mutu.
Mutu. So mutu means
Yeah,
flour. And of Somali,
yeah.
it's bur or daqiq. But daqiq is Arabic, so let's go to the Somali word. So it's bur. So we every time you want to
Bur.
speak about yeah bur. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What
Bur
about
in our language it can mean
yeah?
something big.
It means oh like bur.
Yeah, wahasa bur.
Like with W, right? U in between. Yeah, because in
Yeah.
Somali as well, bur means fat, or bur means a hill, like something that's like a hill, yeah, or sometimes a mountain, but usually a hill. What do you call maize?
Maize we call it incheba.
In Cheba,
Yeah.
we call it galay.
Gele.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's that's
okay.
maize. What about tomato?
Tomato? I have no idea about tomato.
Really?
Yeah.
In Somali, we say ñaño.
Nyanya. I
Yeah,
think we just call it nyanya like Kiswahili for us. We
yeah,
just call
same
it
as well.
nyanya.
Because yeah, ñaño. Yeah, we call it ñaño. Um,
Oh.
anyone else who has another word for Somali, which is for tomato, please comment down below. We call it fara'at. Or yeah, I'm talking about ñaño. How do you say tomando? Someone said tomando. That's English, guys. That's not
There's
Somali.
someone saying habub. Habub or tamad. I
Oh,
don't know.
Abu. Yeah, that's the thing. Make me because I'm from Kenya, so we say nyanya as well, like Swahili, you know. So yeah, so I'm gonna go with Habub. Let's take Habub. Habub is much better. Um, but also Habub could be Habub could be Arabic. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. All right, we are on wildlife, the last category. What do you call lion in your language?
A lion we call it bahasi.
Bahasi.
Bahasi. Yeah, bahasi.
Bahasi. Okay. In
Yeah.
Somali, we call it, it sounds similar. Baha. You know the bah bit? If you add li in the beginning, it becomes libah.
Libah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, bahasi, libah. But it's very close. Very, very close. What do you call a hyena?
A hyena we call it waraba.
Waraba. Really?
Yes.
Same thing with the
Yeah, we
Somali.
call it waraba.
In Somali, we call it warabe. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. What
Okay.
about an elephant? What do you call an elephant?
Elephant we call it Arab.
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 Yeah.
In
Yeah.
Somali, we call it marodi.
Barodi.
Yeah, yeah, marodi.
Oh.
I don't know what that means, but it's called marodi. What about a leopard? You know, like
A
a
leopard we call it Kabil.
huh?
Kabil.
Kabil.
Yeah.
In Somali, we call it shabel. Yeah,
Shebel.
yeah, it's shabel. And what about a cheetah? What do you call a cheetah?
We still call it Kabil.
All right, in
They
Somali,
believe like it. I don't think they see it as different, but they
did you
still
say,
call it Kabil.
is it qabil?
Yeah, Kabil.
In Somalia, a cheetah is haramad.
What? I
Yeah,
can't say that.
haramad. Um, what about like a squirrel? What do you call a squirrel? Because remember earlier you said you're gonna
A
ask me.
squirrel. Oh, a squirrel we call it Ures.
Ures,
Yes, Ures.
ures. In Somali we
Yeah,
call it the Bengali.
the Bengali.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. What about
okay.
what do you call a fox?
A fox. A fox
Yeah.
we call it.
Oh, she's gone offline. You're back. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, cool.
Can you
So,
hear me right now?
yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, you're a little bit behind. You're lagging a little bit, but I can hear you.
Okay. So I was saying we call it dowoho.
Is that for a fox? Yeah, Dawaha.
Yeah. Yeah, dowoho.
You know, some people are also saying unracy is Somali. Someone said also, would you call a squirrel?
A squirrel we call it ures.
In Somali, there's some people telling me we call it unres in the comment section. So thank you guys. Unres is a Somali word as well. So that's also close to Somali. Also, dawaho. In Somali, we say dawa'u with a ayn, like a ah, dawa'u. Yeah. Okay, what
Oh,
about a bird? What would you call a bird?
oh. Abad with it. Chimbir.
Is that with a chi?
Chimbir. Yeah, with a CH. Chimbir.
Chimbir. Well, in Somali, we say shinbir with a ch. Sorry,
Yeah.
sh. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
oh,
last one.
that's
So, what do you call
kind of the same.
Yeah, very, very. So, what do you call a uh a crow?
A crow, we call it hakhle. Hakhle.
Does that mean like khakhle? Let me guess the definition of the
Hakhle.
etymology. Khakhle. I'm gonna guess the
The,
root word of the
oh,
right. So
okay.
this is what it says. Khakhle, I think etymologically it means he who says khakh, right? Or that which says khakh. Is that what it means?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like the sound the crow makes.
Exactly, khakhle. For example, in Somali we say uh qayle, right? Qayle or rore or ordaye. It means someone that does that stuff. Ordaye means a runner. Wakhle or kakhle means someone who shouts all the time or makes noise.
Mhm.
Yeah, but in Somali, a crow we call it tuke. So here's a bonus. That's the end of the questions I had for the sister. But if she's okay with it, I have a bonus for the audience. Some people were asking me about colors. Okay. So if you guys have any color in mind, comment down below and I'll ask out the ones I have in mind. Okay. So let's start with the color black. What do you call black in your language?
Color black, we call
Yeah.
it dai. Dai, or you can say dayan.
Day or Diane. Okay. In Somali, we say
Yeah.
mado, right? Mado. And what about darkness in the dark? Like dark
Mado.
night. Yeah. What about dark night?
Dark nights. Like you want like okay, night we call it iben. So if it
Even.
is a dark night you can say ibeni dayan. Ibeni dayan. Yeah. At night you say if you want to say night, you say iben.
Yeah. In Somali, we say haben. So a dark night is like mugdi.
Oh.
Haben, dark night would be haben mugdi. You know how you say Ibn Dayan? We say haben mugdi. Mugdi means like where there's no light. And then mado is black. You know? There are other words for blackness. There's another one, for example, kulo. I'm a kule.
Oh.
Cool means like black, basically illegal black, super black. It means cool, like black, extreme black. Um, all right, someone asked red. How do you say red in your language?
Red we call it gudud, or you can say gududan.
That's also of Somali. We say gudud as well, right? We say gudud. Okay, someone else asked, how do you say yellow?
Yellow we call it darle.
Darle,
Darle.
darle.
Yeah.
You know, in of Somali, we don't have a word
Yeah.
for yellow that I know because the word jale is not Somali. The word jale is actually, in other words, yale or yellow. So jale is an Italian word, right? Jale is an Italian word. It's not a Somali word. So, guys, coming from a Somali brother, let's get rid of the Italian word. So, since we don't have a word for yellow, how about we take? Would you say jarle or darle?
Darle.
All right. So starting from today in Somali, we're gonna use the word.
Darle.
Yeah, we're gonna take the word dadle starting from today. All right. Approved. Someone said hurud. Hurud is not yellow.
Yeah.
Hurud is like
Actually, the people.
sorry. Jitoya, do you mind if you leave and then somehow come back because you're breaking up? Your network is a bit like is you're on the final. Thank you.
Okay.
Yellow. Let me tell you guys. You see, this color. This color is hurud. Basically, greenish yellow. That's hurud. All right. We don't have a word for hurud, man. Hurud is not yellow, bro. We need to come up with new words for the. Let's borrow these words from rendille, bro. Aisha, give me a minute, Walalo. Let me deal with the sister and I'll bring you back. She's gonna come back, inshallah. Thank you guys. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the views today. Thank you for tuning in. So if you have any other color stuff, because I need to let the sister go. It's probably late where she lives. She lives in Kenya. Okay, it's midnight there. So I need to, yeah, ask about the Four Seasons. I don't know how to say the Four Seasons, man. I don't know how to say it in English. I don't even know what the Four Seasons are, bro. But she seems a bit tired, so I'm gonna let her go after the colors and khalas. Hagage go. She's back. Yes, Jitoya. Thank you for coming back.
Still lagging.
Huh?
Am I
Yes.
still having
Yeah, a little bit, but it's fine. It's fine. What time is it for you right now?
right now here?
Yeah.
It's 10:30. 4 minutes to 10:30
Okay. What time do you usually?
p.m.
Yeah. What time do you usually go to sleep?
At this hours, a little bit later.
Sure, no problem. Because I don't want to keep you. I don't want to keep you long. That's why I'm asking. So, because my people, right now they're really interested in the conversation and they're asking me to ask you more questions. And I told them she seems a bit tired, but we'll see how far we can go. So let's do the colors. So, gudud for red. So in Somali we also say gudud. Yellow. We talked about that. How do you say any guys? Any more colors? So, how do you say blue?
Blue, we say borri.
Bori.
Yeah.
Okay. In Somali, we say er.
What?
Oh, er. Like the color.
If you say like that, like the rain. In our tribe, we call here rain. I don't know
What?
if it's the same. You say,
Did you say wait, here is rain?
yeah.
Okay. So Somali basically sometimes someone said bulug. Bulug is not Somali. Bulug is basically English. So er. Okay. I'm referring this to the people in the comment section because they don't know what we're talking about. So of Somali, right? So certain colors, for example, when you look at the word brown, brown we call it bor. But also bor is dust. Dust is brown. So blue we call it ir because the sky is blue. So sometimes we reference natural things to like in Arabic. In
Mm-hmm.
Arabic, green is khidr, but also khidr comes from khodar, which is vegetables. You understand? So the same thing of Somali. So ir is the sky, yes, but also blue is also ir. So what do you call rain again? What do you say rain is?
Rain, we call it hir.
Hir.
Yeah, so if you want to say it's raining, you say hiradea.
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 Hiradea. All right. Enough Somali.
Hiradea. Yeah.
I can't say it. It's really hard. Is it Hiradea?
Hiradea.
Hiradea.
Hiradea. Adea.
Hiradea. Hiradea. Hiradea.
Yeah, hiradea.
Cool.
Yeah.
Got it. Hiradea. Enough Somali.
Yeah.
Rain is rob. Okay. And the water of the rain is hared. You see,
Oh.
yeah, the water of the rain is hared. So hared is the water. Rain is the rain, right? That's rob, and the sky is ir, and the clouds we call that darur. What do you guys call this? What do you guys
I don't
call
know.
the cloud?
I don't know about the clouds.
Okay, can I ask you a question? Do you speak like okay when it comes to Swahili and rendille? Which one do you speak more?
Swahili.
Yeah.
But when I go home now,
Yeah.
I speak my language.
Yeah.
But I am fluent. Not that much. Let me say.
Okay. Cool. So you're like chicken and chips of rendille, right? You know what chicken and chips is? uh,
Yeah, you can say that.
okay. What do you call lightning then?
Lightning.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ah,
I
come
don't
on.
know that. I don't know.
Come on, Jitoya.
I'm sure if I ask my cat, I'm sure even if I ask someone lightning, I don't know. I
So,
can't think
all
of
right.
that.
So we
What
call
do
it
you call lightning?
encode or hila.
Oh,
Yeah, hila or encode. But usually encode is
I
the
think I'll ask about that.
you should. Also, there's another one also barqi or birq. Birq is also basically like the Somali language. We have like many words for one word. It's really interesting. Yeah. So that's the colors. Blue. We said blue. How do you say brown?
Brown, we call it boran.
Boran.
Yeah,
Same in Somali, but then was it baror? Boran. Yeah, there's a Somali word for it as well for brown, but also bor also means brown, and boran means like excuse me, light brown, like really light brown. That's boran, not Somali. Like the cow color. Some colors they have this light brownish, yellowish type of brown with on color. Yeah, that's
yeah.
boran in Somali as well. Yeah.
Oh,
So anybody else? Anything else? Anything else, guys? Because I'm gonna let her go. All right. What's the moon
there's
and the
someone.
sun? What do you call it?
The moon, we call it yayah. The moon, we call it yayah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. What about the sun?
But the sun, we call it orah.
Orrah. Okay.
Yeah,
In Somali, the sun we call it qorrah with a Q, qorrah, and the moon we call it dayah with a D.
dayah.
Yeah, dayah. And
Oh, it doesn't.
uh
It's not that much difference
it's
because
very
you call it dayah and we call it yayah.
yeah. And you call it
Oh,
qorrah, we call it qorrah. Yeah. Another word. Okay, so this is it. So someone said bill. Bill is not the moon. Bill is the face of the moon. For example, when you're counting the crescent, the half crescent, the gibbous moon, that's Bill. The face of the moon is Bill. So um, the week. Let me ask you about the weekdays. Okay. So let's start with
mhm.
Monday. How do you say Monday in your language?
Monday we call it alasmin.
Arasmin.
Alasmin.
Alasmin.
Yeah.
What about Tuesday?
Tuesday we call it
All right, she went off. Yeah, she's gonna come back hopefully. This is the yeah. This is the last question. I'm gonna ask her the week of the days, and that's it, guys. Khalas, khalas. And then after that, I'm gonna have some guests over to my channel. Will you interview a Tutsi person? There is no any linguistic relations between Tutsis and Somalis because Tutsis they speak a Bantu language. They let go of their native language. So, however, if there are any other Cushitic speaking people, for example, I need a Beja, Borana, Hamfer. If you know any Hamfer friends, all the Cushitic speaking people, the Soho, all of these people, any Cushitic speaking person, if you're watching my video, the Hausa, even Hausa, yeah, I don't mind any of the anyone within the Afro-Asiatic boundary. If you know anybody, apart from Arabic, because Arabic is gonna be my last result, right? So right now I'm trying to do so let's do that, okay? Um, Iraqo as well, yeah. If you know anyone, if you're watching this, or if you know people who speak the Cushitic languages, please.
I'm sorry about that.
No problem, Walashe. No problem, Walala. So okay, this was gonna happen. This is gonna be the last questions. I promise you. So what I'm gonna ask you is the weekdays, um, and the months and the seasons. Is that okay?
Okay, month, not okay.
Not okay?
Months, I'll have to confirm months and seasons. Maybe
Okay.
weekdays. I don't.
Alright, okay, we'll do. Okay, cool. I'm also. Oh yeah, I have another plan. How about if you and
Mm-hmm.
an Oromo sister who I know and me, we come on live and we talk about this some other time, maybe next month or something. I'll arrange that. And then we see similarities between Oromo and rendille and Somali. Oh,
Yeah,
that would be amazing.
it's
Also,
fine.
do you know any Borana friends?
Borana friends. Yeah, I have a Borana friend, but she's a bit. She doesn't use TikTok. She's a shy person. I don't think she'll accept that.
Uh, I want someone that is not shy, someone who can speak their language fluently. I want to bring them up here. Okay, so I'm not gonna talk to you about the months. And what about, do you know anything about the seasons? The seasons of, I don't know anything about it, so it's cool.
No.
Yeah, no problem. So let's stick to the days. So let's start with Monday. So this is gonna be the last one, and then after that, you do whatever you want. You can leave, you can stay, chat more. That's you. You're free to go. And I'm really thankful for you joining. So Monday, let's start with Monday. How do you say Monday?
So Monday we say alasmin.
Alasmin.
Yeah,
Okay, in Somali, Monday is Lamina. I'm a Lamin.
Lamina.
Yeah, or Lamin, right? That I know. Anything else, I'm not sure I will be able to. So, what about Tuesday? How do you say
Tuesday.
Tuesday? Yeah,
Tuesday we call it talada.
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 That's
Yeah,
Arabic. That's Arabic.
talada.
That's Arabic. You know that, right?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know
that's
if it's
Arabic.
Arabic.
You need to find out the authentic word, Yajitoya. The authentic word, not Arabic words. Okay.
I
Um,
don't know, but I was told Tuesday. Tuesday is called talada, so maybe I don't know if maybe they borrowed it from the Arab, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe, yeah, cool. So anyone who's saying Monday is Ithnin, Ithnin
Yes.
is Arabic. It comes from Ithnain, right? Ithnin, Arba'a, Thalatha, Khamsa. So Arba'a, Thalatha, Jum'ah, Sabt, Ahad. These are Arabic words. You see, the 5 days in Somali, the 7 days of the week, we don't use Somali words. We use Arabic. Even time, like in the morning, we say Subah, Dhuhr, Maghrib, Asr, Isha. All of these are Arabic. So some people, they use this every day. They think it's Somali. So it's not Somali, guys. Let's start again. So Monday means, my sister said is Alasmina. In Somali is Lamin. Of Somali in Arabic, so she said Talada in her language. Talada is Arabic. We don't know the rendille or the Somali. I don't know the Somali word, but yeah. So let's move on. Tuesday, Wednesday. How do you say Wednesday?
Wednesday we call it Arbah.
Another Arabic word. What about Thursday? Don't tell me Khamis. Don't say Khamis, please.
Yeah, we call it Khamis. Imagine we call it Khamis.
What about Jum'ah? Don't say Jum'ah for Friday. Is it Jum'ah?
We call Friday Gumad.
Gumad.
Yes.
Thank you. Alhamdulillah. It's not Arabic. It's okay. What about Saturday?
Saturday we call it Sabti.
Ah. What about Sunday?
Ahad.
By the way, I'm joking, right? It's just a joke, okay? Ahad, is that for Sunday? Yeah, okay. So Sunday is also,
Yeah.
that's also Arabic. Is also Arabic. So, yeah, guys, that's about it. Thank you for joining. We've had 23 shares. We've had 5,000 likes and over 200 people were viewing us until now, but now we've got 113. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for joining. And Jatoya, thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. My last question is, the gap in your teeth, is that a sign of beauty in your language? Is that
Okay. Yeah, it's a sign of beauty because I most rendilles they have it.
same with my
Majority have it. I don't know why. I don't know why they
same,
have it,
same with my
but
culture. So my same with my culture. A girl with a gap in between her teeth is a symbol of beauty.
fanah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
fanah.
we say fanah.
Yeah.
We say fanah as well.
Oh.
Yeah. So fanah is a symbol of beauty, and mashallah, you're beautiful. You know. And thank you for joining
Thank
as well.
you.
You're welcome. Thank you for joining.
Okay.
I'll talk to you soon. If you want to talk about anything, you can invite me anywhere, anytime. Okay.
Okay.
Have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you for
Yeah.
the live. I've also learned some Somali language
No problem.
that I didn't know.
We can always talk about something. But next time, make sure you get rid of all the Arabic words in your rendille and bring the authentic one. If you don't have an authentic word, you can borrow some Somali words. We'll give it to you. And in Somali, all the non-Somali words we can borrow from rendille, and then we can get rid of foreign words.
Okay.
Have a great day. Enjoy yourself.
You too. Have a
Bye.
good night.
All right. Good night, brother.
Bye.
Bye. You already speak Somali. Yes, I do. I do speak Somali, of course. Her hair is amazing. Yeah, she's a really beautiful girl. She's gorgeous. So who wants to join? Who wants to join me and talk to me? Are all Rendiles Christians? So she told me the majority of them are Christians, and the Muslims are minority, and then there are those who still have their old religion. I like your beautiful eye. Thank you. I appreciate it. What did I miss? Bro, you missed a lot. Uh, all the, all now, the show.
Hello.
Actually, give me a minute, bro. I'm gonna end the show so it doesn't, because later on I want to download it and put it on my YouTube. So if I stay on live, what's gonna happen is gonna be too long for me to put it on my
السلام
phone. So
عليكم.
let me leave and then come back. وصلنا قناة واحد يسوق العالم.
هيا
قد كان
هيا